Christian street preacher Dale McAlpine was thrown in a prison cell last month for publicly objecting to homosexuality. McAlpine from Workington in Cumbria was arrested following a conversation with a police officer in which McAlpine said the Bible calls homosexual conduct a sin. The arrest incident was captured on a hidden camera.
Homophobia is hatred towards homosexuals. That's the definition of homophobia, but I'm not a homophobia. I spoke to your officer earlier, and he was upset that I was saying homosexuality was a sin, which is what the Bible says. And I affirm that's what I say, because that's in the Bible, you know. I mean, there's no law. There's no law. Well, there is. No, it isn't.
He was preaching publicly in the town on the 20th of April this year, but he insists he never spoke about the subject of homosexuality during his public sermon.
Well, when I got up onto my stepladder to preach, I never mentioned homosexual conduct. I mentioned a number of other sins like drunkenness, adultery and blasphemy, but I never once mentioned the sin of homosexuality while I was preaching.
He was then arrested and held in a cell overnight here at Workington Police Station. McAlpine told CBN News he was in complete shock to find himself locked up simply for sharing his beliefs.
Well, I was shocked that I was taken off the streets. I didn't expect to be in a prison cell that day. I went out to preach the gospel, and I was shocked that I found myself in a cell and my freedom taken away from me. Yet I had a wonderful peace from the Lord. The Lord gave me peace, and I had my Bible.
4 days after McAlpine pled not guilty to the charge, the Crown Prosecution Service dropped the case due to insufficient evidence. Cumbria Police were unable to comment on the case, but in a statement, Chief Superintendent Steve Johnson said, "We'd like to reassure the public that we respect and are committed to upholding the fundamental rights to freedom of expression. We're just as committed to maintaining the peace and preventing people feeling alarmed or distressed by the actions of others in public places." The Christian Institute helped McAlpine with his legal defence. Spokesman Simon Calvert says the police must be held responsible for their actions.
Cumbria Police can't just walk away from this. They've arrested and charged an innocent man for no other reason than that he peacefully expressed his Christian beliefs. And it's happened in other parts of the country too, so there's clearly a problem with this system, and it has to be put right.
But while many cases like this continue across the UK, Christians remain deeply concerned that their ability to openly express their beliefs in this country are increasingly under threat. Peter Wooding for CBN News, Cumbria, England.